We are asleep because we believe we exist independently of the unity of existence. To wake up means to know existence exists as one unified whole.
Breema is about self-knowledge, self-understanding, self-actualization, and self-transformation. What does bodywork have to do with it? Why do we receive Breema bodywork and practice Breema and self-Breema? Because we are not equipped to receive the truth through our mind or feelings. We rely on our mind and feelings, but they don't have the capabilities we imagine they do. We are already filled up with fragmented and incorrect knowledge, which we have acquired in a disorganized and haphazard way. This makes our mind and feelings chaotic. In other words, we have been conditioned. We are crystallized. This can't be neutralized by another thought, another philosophy, because we automatically restructure it to fit our conditioning. We can't help it. We've been conditioned to mechanically perpetuate our crystallized ways of thinking and feeling. How do we become free of our conditioning? Through the process of decrystallization. Unless our body starts to become decrystallized, our mind and feelings never will. We receive Breema bodywork to give our body a chance to have a new experience it's never had before. Because every touch in Breema is based on the 9 principles of harmony, it's a brand new experience that can't be mechanically processed by our conditioned reactions to sensory input. We practice Breema bodywork and self-Breema to digest what we've heard and read about the philosophy of Breema, so it won't just stay in our mind and feelings. We digest it by putting it into practice. We practice Breema to experience body comfortable, to experience single moment, single activity. We wish to taste the existence of the body. We wish to taste an inner authority that's free from our mind, our emotions, and our sensations. We want to receive a direct impression of reality without going through the filters of our mind and emotions. Giving and receiving Breema is an opportunity to let go of our conditioning. The experience of Breema in our body lessens our unconscious identification with our crystallized knowledge, while depositing in us a hologenic and organized knowledge that is the imprint of the taste of the 9 principles on us. The more we experience it, the more we become capable of receiving life energy consciously, instead of only mechanically. We've been conditioned to never be present. We're always in the past or future, so we don't know we exist, and we receive life energy mechanically without knowing it. We work with the 9 principles in order to taste our existence, in order to have new thoughts, new feelings, and a new posture towards life. When you receive a Breema session, wordlessly you receive this message. You are not what you think you are, and you get a taste of what you are. In that short taste of freedom from your conditioning, you are filled up with life energy that lights you up from the inside.
When my mind, feelings, and body function together as one unit, I have my own center.
We do Breema bodywork to practice the 9 principles. While you are practicing, you have a chance to receive a non-verbal taste. You can receive a taste before the mind tries to tell you this is it, before it translates that taste into words. You discover that there is another way besides thought to relate to life. At first, we are so conditioned, our mind is so conditioned, it blocks us from receiving any glimpse of reality. Breema makes it possible for you to discover a dimension of yourself that you are not familiar with. When your mind, feelings, and body are all present and working together, conscious energy is present. You experience it as a taste. If you experience taste often enough, you can readily recognize that presence and the atmosphere it creates. Then it becomes possible to have a taste when you're walking down the street, when you're engaged in any activity. But if you take Breema as just body work, without applying the 9 principles, it doesn't give you that. Body work doesn't produce taste. You have to make it a practice of applying the 9 principles. And once you know what taste is, Breema continues to help you by increasing your receptivity to conscious energy. Each of the 9 principles has many dimensions. If you apply a principle in the dimension you are in, it leads you to another dimension, finer than the previous one. This is why the principles are directional. You can start wherever you are. Take the principle of body comfortable, for example. Let's say you are a bit tense. You do something to make your body a little more relaxed. That's a step towards body comfortable. But it's not the whole thing, because the body is not what we see with our eyes. It's not what we think it is. The reality of the body is just vibration, just light. The body has many dimensions, and so does the principle. Even when you make what you're used to considering your physical body comfortable, your mind may still have a lot of unpleasant thoughts. You can't really call your body comfortable with that type of mind. So you continue to work with the principle and quiet your mind a bit. But there may still be turmoil in your feelings. So you can't really say you have body comfortable. You have to do something to balance your feelings too. You have to breathe. Come to the body and stay with it until your mind is quiet, feelings are calm, and you become present. You can call that body comfortable. But still there are many dimensions above that. You never reach a level from which you can't still take another step. Every principle has this directional quality. Look at full participation. Say I'm shaking hands with someone. I let my hand become more comfortable, so it makes more contact with the other person's hand. That's participating more fully. Now I let the weight of my body come to my arm and hand. That's another step. And if that's as far as I take it this time, that should be accepted as full participation. But there is a lot further I could go. I could see that my mind is elsewhere, so I bring it to the activity of my body. That's even more full participation. I keep going until I come to the dimension of consciousness. Consciousness also has to participate for it to really be full participation. I have to have a taste of my own existence, because that is consciousness. What we usually call consciousness is just mechanical consciousness, not really consciousness, because the knowledge that I exist is lacking. Only when I am conscious of the fact that I exist, and I'm tasting it, can I really say I am conscious. If that consciousness is present when I'm shaking hands, I am fully participating. Still, it's not total. The dimension of awareness has to enter. In awareness, we enter into unity. Not only am I conscious of my own existence, I see my existence as a part of a greater total existence that includes everything. This really makes it full participation. But each step, from the moment I remember, can be accepted as full participation. Wherever I am, I can always take one step towards what I wish to be. To do Breema, you need to be ordinary. The magic of anything is the fact it exists. If you're looking for magic, you'll find it in the knowledge that you exist. Breema is a universal principle. It doesn't belong to anyone in particular. All that is needed is sincerity, honesty, and simplicity.
When I am alive, when I am alert, when I am connected to the common sense and instinctive wisdom of my body, whatever I do is Breema.